Meeting to order. Okay, good evening, everybody. I'd like to call the meeting to order. We're gonna do the flag salute and we're it, so I'll just lead it. Make it simple. Heather, are you standing and ready?
I'm standing and ready.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good job. Any additions or deletions to the agenda?
I mistakenly forgot to put the documents for the consent when I first sent it out, and then there was a set to on the new business. There's an item that.
But you sent that out already.
I sent
So
it.
it was you had already sent it. We don't need to add it now.
Nope.
Okay. Any public comment? Okay. Any questions on the consent agenda?
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now let me try to get back to where I was. Gosh darn it. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to new business. We have a few things on here. I'd like to discuss the budget hearing and adoption for August 26th. So now, Brad, we're gonna have one more. Were we gonna have that the meeting prior? Or are we gonna have it at 5 prior to this one? I can't remember what we talked about.
We thought we had it on the 12th, and that's the next item after this item.
Okay,
It could
sorry.
have said budget work
Yeah,
session.
it does.
So,
Well, that's over here on the second page. I hadn't got to the second page yet. Still on page 1. So we got the work session. So we need to have a motion for the have the work session on the 12th at 5, correct?
Make a motion that we set a budget work session on August 12th at 5 p.m.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Sorry, I guess I should listen for Heather, but I guess I'm going to do it, so takes care of that. Okay, so we don't need to talk, do we need to do anything on the salary schedule? Is this just
Just
information?
second,
what's-
we have to do for the budget hearing and adoption. Do we have to put that on there? So I make a motion, do we put
Oh, for
the budget hearing
meeting.
on August 26th at 6 p.m. during our regular scheduled board meeting?
Why would we have to?
I'll
motion
second.
If it's already part of our agenda? It's already in the meeting minutes for an agenda.
This item though was under new business, so it was not. You have to set, as a board, you have to set the budget hearing date and time.
Oh, okay, even though it's part of the meeting? Isn't that in our?
Oh.
Isn't that in the 26th of our normal meeting?
We make it, since it's part of your meeting, but we still have to set the budget adoption, and the reason it's 6 p.m. because that way we don't have to come at 5. We can do it in the middle. We'll have part of your meeting,
Oh, okay.
and then we move into the budget hearing, and we have to set a date and a time
Okay,
ahead of time. That makes sense.
yep,
So
so all those in favor,
Aye.
opposed?
Aye.
Did you have a question on that, Heather?
Nope, just saying aye.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, do we need to do anything about all these other things on here? The coaches association, the exempt class, or is that just for information to us?
they're all require board approval.
Okay, do you want to do them individually or are you guys gonna do them all at once?
And as a board, you can make a decision to do them as a block. We're all
I-
listed in there. Do you have?
Does anybody have any do we have any discussion on any of these? You got salary for the coaches and the GAA and the PSE, you got salary schedule for the exempt. Grants, the credit card limit. Anybody have any questions on the credit card limits? Child nutrition. Anybody have any questions on these that Brad or Jose could answer?
No.
What
Hello?
was that?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. I think the only question I have is just to ensure that we have sufficient funding for the year for the grant programs.
Yes, so on this, on the one that asked for the 25-26 grants, that's a list of all the grants to apply for the grants. And so this here, the board is approving us to apply for those grants. Some of the grants require it, board approval, others do not. We put the whole laundry list together. Per se, it's a housekeeping thing.
So
Does
there's
that
no
change-
guarantee.
Sure,
Yeah, there's no
but on
guarantee.
the salary scale, the grant programs, I know I was not able to attend the last meeting. And I know that there's been some recent updates as of last week. We're okay for salary schedules and for the staffing that we have and everything.
Yes, as far as the grants are concerned, yes, the grants have been
Okay.
released by the feds. We do know that there's still, and Heather, I know you keep up with it also, so the grants were released. The Title II, the Title III, the Title IVs were all released.
Yeah.
The issue is gonna be in 26, 27. Those are still in flux, not knowing.
We still have to plan for that. Yeah. Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure. Like I said, I know I wasn't able to attend the last meeting. I know there's been some changes since. But yeah, no other questions. Thank you.
Okay, how do you guys want to make a motion however you wish?
I'll make a motion to approve the salary schedules, the 25-26 grants, raise the credit card limit and the child nutrition agreement.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So do we need to do that for the next 4 items also?
Yes.
I should have scrolled down.
It's kind of like me having
One
it
at
on
a
the
time
second
or you
page,
do
Chuck.
I'll make a motion to approve the City of Prosser interlocal regarding the use of the public facilities. Approve the fuel contract with Valley Wide, approve the speech language pathology contract, and approve the physical therapy contract. All for 25-26.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Mr. Dr. Rivera, you get to give the superintendent's report.
Yes. So Heather, I emailed you a copy of what I'm about to hand out to the board here. So if you want to check your email.
She's gone.
Julie?
Oh. We lost her.
We lost her.
I realized she wasn't gonna be
She
here.
was there
quickly.
long enough to vote, right?
Yeah.
We had 3 anyway.
So I will need these back from you guys though. Yeah, there's just a proof.
Did we move her again?
I know. So Dr. Darling wanted me to share with you our staff handbook that's coming out. So it's not completely done yet. This was a first proof. Since then, we've made some changes to it. And it'll come back to us and then we'll make the final say like, yeah, this is good to go. And then it'll go to print and then we're gonna mail it to every household, every building. Staff will have it electronically. And we'll have a couple on hand at each building. So as you can go through it, we got your guys' lovely pictures here. That picture of Dr. Darling is gonna be changed. She didn't like that one, so that's gonna be changed. Has a table of contents, has our
we get
attendance
to-
goal
We
there.
get to decide if we like ours too.
Yeah, you can, you need to. We're at the second proof here, so if you want to change, we can. But as you can kind of, thumb through it. It has our school calendar, student dress code and staff dress code. We went back and forth, got input from our administrators, got in some input from Josie. And there was a lot of back and forth. And so we just say, at the end of the day, we just want our staff to dress professionally. And if they have any questions about it, they can reference our student guidelines, board policy 3224 and how students should dress if they want any guidance. And so principals also have the discretion to say, if a teacher, a parapro or anybody is not dressed appropriately to talk to them. It's not gonna be disciplinary in action, but it's a reminder. And that goes for us too, administrator, central office, everybody. So the expectation is all staff dress appropriately. Social media policy guidelines.
Excuse me.
Yes.
So back to the dress code. This is the same dress code for every building, right?
Every single building.
Perfect.
Yeah, so principals know not to put anything in their individual handbook, is they'll still have their own building
Mhm.
handbook for their staff and their students, but dress code is district wide for all students. There was some question from our association around headwear, and we said right now, if we did that, like you couldn't wear a hat if you were coming to our schools, or a student couldn't wear like their mariner's hat.
So we wanted to be inclusive rather than exclusive. Hoodies, and that is one thing that we're gonna change. So hoodies, they can wear their hoodies, but when they're in the building or they're in class, they have to take off their hoodie. I mean, that's just a expectation across the system. The concern that was brought up from the union is that they'll vape and then they'll blow into their hood. Or they'll have their hood on and they'll have their earbuds on, things of that nature. And so we're just saying, if you're in the building, hoodies are off, no questions asked. Beanies and things of that nature, if they're inappropriate, we'll address it. They have, explicit material, drugs, alcohol, stuff like that, they can't wear it. And so we'll be looking at that. We also have our athletic code in here. We have some issues with student athletes and they don't know that they can't be engaging in, how should I word it? I mean, they can't be at parties, they can't be seen, all that stuff. And so if they are caught, then there's a process and a lot of parents and students don't know. So it's in here. So everyone knows what the athletic code is.
So why wouldn't you have an athletic code for the middle school?
This is for everybody.
No, it says right here, athletic code Grandview High School
Oh, good catch.
specifically.
It should be for both.
Okay,
No.
that's the only reason I even question is because it actually says on there
Yes, it
Grandview High
does.
School.
Good catch. So like I said, it's a proof. So
And I get the grade schools, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but the middle school, they have as much athletics.
Yep, it's a district-wide athletic code that Mr. Parrish puts together, so yeah. So we'll change that. And then we put in here all of information that needs to be given out to parents every year. So that's in there. And then the last part really is around discipline. So it has all of the information that students, parents need to know in regards to discipline. If anything should come up, here's their rights as a parent, as a student, and as a teacher. And then we have all of the things that could happen once they. Yeah. You can look through that.
This is a great thing to get out.
Yeah, so
All right.
Josie actually
I
brought
like
it to my attention. Yes, I'm gonna give credit to Josie because I give credit's due. Yeah, and Yakima actually has something like this, so we just changed it and made it our own. And so it's been Josie, Amy, myself, Maria, Scott, just different people have all pitched in and put this together, so.
He's being humble.
um,
He did it.
No, but it's easy to, when you have an issue, you can go, you were handed this at the beginning of
Yes.
the year.
Yep.
Your parents were handed this.
Yep.
It's on the website. There's not an excuse that you didn't know.
Common standard.
That's right.
Yep.
And common standard across all of it is
Yeah.
really good.
So like if you go to page 23, if they do something, here's your contact person, it's your building principal. And if you want to feel it, you can go central office to a hearing officer. And then on top of that, if you still have questions, then, the superintendent, his designee, or her designee. And so there's a process for everything. And so, yeah, it's all right there, black and white. The difference between a suspension, expulsion, long-term, short-term, it's all right there for our parents and for our students. And it is going to be in Spanish as well. So once we got the final proof here, then they'll do the translation in Spanish. They don't want to do the translation in Spanish first and then come back and say, oh, by the way, we're changing over here. So it'll be in both languages for our parents. It'll live on our website. And like I said, it'll be in the buildings and yeah, like Josie said, common standard for everybody. There's no black and white. There aren't any surprises. Here it is. And we want to educate our parents, our students, our administrators, everybody so that they're on the same page. So, any questions about the handbook?
No, I think it looks great.
Is
Yeah.
it possible to have a copy emailed so I could have some time to review it? I would love to see it. I'm excited to see that we have one uniform guideline, or guide for across the board, but I'd love the opportunity to see that.
Yeah, so Heather, I don't think you heard me. I think you got disconnected, but I did actually send you an email here just a couple of minutes ago. So
Okay,
it should
perfect.
be in your inbox. If not, let me know and I'll send it to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I got kicked out twice for some reason.
Yeah, the only thing that I asked the board is not to share. I'm actually gonna
Sure.
take these back and then shred them, and then once we get the final copy, we'll send it out to the board. Everyone will have it.
Sure, of course.
Do you have any questions? I think that
No,
all
I think that's
Charlie
great.
wanted me to share with the board.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna go down to the our board responses to our monitoring. One thing I want to bring up prior to this is, we only had 3 people, correct? 3 people respond to this, so we need to make sure we look at it and try to get everybody to respond. But that's the whole purpose of, trying to do it, is to try to get everybody's input on this, to when we do come and vote on it, everybody's had an opportunity to review it, provide feedback. So maybe we'll send another little reminder out prior that you need to have it by the end of the day, Thursday, before the board packet goes out. But anyway, so we will start.
Do you have somebody doing board monitoring?
Me.
Okay.
It's just, we just don't have many people right now, so we're just making do. So on the first one, which I looked at, everything was in compliance, unless somebody has anything on it, and I'm talking about the first one, which is
GP1.
GP1. GP1 had just so you know, 3 people responded, and everything was said that it was in compliance. Do you guys want to vote on these one at a time, or do you want to do them all at once? Okay, so anybody have any questions or comments on GP1? So do I have a motion on GP1?
I make a motion.
And you mentioned that all the responses were in compliance?
When I looked at it, everybody
Yeah.
said it was in compliance.
Okay.
I make a motion to approve GP1.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, GP2, everybody showed it was in compliance also. Unless anybody has any questions or comments on it.
Make a motion. I make a motion to approve GP2.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, GP3. Everybody had it in compliance also.
I
So,
make a motion to approve GP3.
do I have a second?
I'll second it.
I'll second.
Oh.
All in favor?
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, this is the next one GP4? Did I miss it?
Yep. GP.
Okay, so GP4. No, it's all in compliant too. I wasn't sure if this was the one with the comment or not. GP4 has everything in compliant.
I make a motion to approve GP4.
The second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Successful in the early learning, ends 5. So on ends 5, just so everybody knows, the only comment, it had one exception, or I guess I would say it's a comment, and the only comment was, this should be our starting point. There is no data from the previous year. So that was the comment. So it's in compliance, but we didn't really have anything from the previous year to compare it to. So this is our starting point.
Yep. Yeah, this is the
Oh,
first.
that's a good comment, because I know one of the things I saw was that it noted on the report that we were partially in compliance because we didn't quite meet the growth measurements, and I didn't know if there was data from previous years too, so.
Yeah, now this is the first year we've, the board's asked for a 1 year's growth. And so, like Dan said, this is starting point moving forward. We'll have comparable data moving forward next year.
Okay.
All in favor? Oh, wait, sorry. Do I have a
Or
motion?
I'll make
I need
a motion to
first.
approve. I'll make a motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. So, board assessment of the meeting, I'm actually doing that. I didn't miss anything. I don't have the board assessment finished, so we're gonna move on to from the board. So anything from the board?
I'll just say I went and watched one of the games for the girls basketball team, had their tournament here at the high school. They had 44 teams show up to play, and I thought what I saw was run very well. And I can see growth in our girls basketball team, so.
It's exciting.
We have the night out is next week. What time's it start?
5:30.
6 to 7 or 5:30 to 7?
Double check here.
6 to 7:30.
I think
It's an hour and a half.
But setup, I think it's like.
Okay, but we usually show up about 6,
Yeah.
and we'll just go over there and we just kind of hang out and visit and stuff. So hopefully see you guys all there.
Yeah.
It'll be my
Well,
last night with Layla.
National
She's
Night
gone
Out.
for a few days. For
There's
like
no time.
days.
Oh, very nice. You can take her to the night out.
Yeah.
I'm going to the pool for free.
Anybody else have anything from the board?
6 to 8.
We'll go back to the assessment real quick. I gave us all pretty good things. I did, just so you know, a little bit on the responses back, only because we only had 3 responses. Really like to try to see 5. So we need to do the best we can to get our responses back to show that we're all engaged in that. I think we had a great meeting down at the Learning Center. I really liked the lady that gave the presentation from Goldendale. I was really nice having Prosser and Mapton get involved. It sounds like they want to do some things with us in the future. So I think Rob is keeping in contact with the superintendents. I think Sunnyside wanted to be involved, but I don't know what Ryan ran into. But I think we can definitely look at doing some stuff. We did set our calendar. So we're gonna have to meet those requirements that we set for ourselves to do these things.
Are
So-
we gonna get a copy of that calendar that has what we said we're gonna do?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll get one. Calendar.
Okay. Let me see.
So the night out is 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
6 to 8. I had it at 5:30 on my calendar because I get there a little early.
So
but
6 to 8.
6 to 8 is the actual time. People start setting up at 5:30, the tables and everything, and so.
Nice. Okay, so we are going to go into executive session now. Can you turn the recording off, but keep
Yeah.
Heather on? Okay, good. And then what do we need to do when
Just
we're
exit
done?
out.
Just exit out, okay.
We'll take care of it.
These tech people know, they're all over it. So, and I'll do the start and stop on this right here. I'll do the start. Start time, we're gonna go ahead and just call it 6:25.
For 5 minutes.